Oh my God, how come I haven't been driving around wearing this? Look at me. I might wear this on the way home. It's just one of those blanket hoodies. We'll get to why I'm wearing this, but just know that I'm chilling. Fun fact, when I first learned how to drive, when I first got my license on my own in the car by myself, I did not get my own gas for like 2 months because I didn't think that I knew how to get gas and I was nervous I was going to do it wrong. I'm like, hey mom, are you going to run an errand? Why don't you take my car? And because it's farther down the driveway and then you could just put gas in it, but you might want to get gas first. Actually go straight to the gas station because I'm not even sure you'll get there. You might get like 3/4 of the way there and then have to push it. Why am I so excited for today? By doing the research and seeing it with my own eyeballs, I'm pumped. Today we're doing Never Have I Ever gas station food. More specifically, we're doing Kwik Trip. Never Have I Ever is a series I do on this channel. If you've been here, you know the spiel. I go and try things I've never tried before. I don't really eat a lot of food out of the gas station, and I'm talking specifically the hot food that is prepared there, or that's like sitting on the rollers, or sitting under the heat lamps. We're trying hot gas station food today. Let's go over the fun facts, and then we will go check out what we got rocking at the gas station. Gas stations, aka filling stations, as they're sometimes known and were known back in the day. First one popped up in 1888 at a pharmacy. They attached a gas station to a pharmacy. Kind of makes sense. You go to one place, you need all your things, your medication, your ailments, your potions, your lotions, and some gas. And that was in Wislach, Germany? In 1905, the U.S. gets its first gas station in St. Louis, Missouri. The first standalone gas station. This is just gas. The convenient stuff comes later. Early gas stations, fun fact, used to wash your windows for free. Oh my God. Now they throw a stick in a bucket of blue Gatorade and they go do it yourself. Some people love doing those. I feel like everyone in the world has touched this stick. I don't really clean the windows like that. Almost everywhere in the US, you just pump your own gas. If you can operate the vehicle, you can pump the gas, but you cannot do that in New Jersey. New Jersey is now, I think as of last year, the only state where you can't pump your own gas. I don't understand the concept of like, do you get out of the car while they're pumping the gas? You just kind of sit here and they're just fiddling around back there. I don't want anyone fiddling with my gas tank when I'm just sitting in the car. Vulnerable. Car off. I was trying to figure out like, why was that ever a thing? Why couldn't people just pump their own gas? Because I thought maybe it was like the wealthy who could afford the cars couldn't be bothered to pump their gas. That might have been it, but all the answers I found was that they thought people were like too dumb to pump their own gas. It was too much of a hazardous material that they're like, you'll mess it up. Maybe you could operate the car, but you can't fuel the car because you'll end up fueling this fire we got going on over here. And yet look at us today. Everybody pumping gas. Also, like, I'm the type of person, I don't know if I'm like incriminating myself. When I pull the gas thing out, it's always kind of dribbling gas. It's on my shoe, part of the car. I tried.
Because I didn't think that I knew how to get gas.
I guess I am specifically the type of person that probably shouldn't be pumping my own gas. Okay, Buc-ee's gas station. I've never been to one. I see it all over TikTok and social media. The biggest physical gas station in the U.S., maybe anywhere, is a Buc-ee's. Sevierville, Tennessee? Sevierville? If this is correct, it's 30 times the size of an average gas station. I have anxiety just thinking about maybe being near a Buc-ee's and me having to go in and take it all in. I feel like it's kind of an obvious fact, but like if you really think about it, gas stations make most of their money off of the food and the beverages and the cigarettes they sell. You spend $50 on gas at the pump, but when you go inside and buy that $3 energy drink, that's cha-ching! That's where they make all their money off of you. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of the iceberg that is gas stations. There's so much research we could do. I think gas stations are so interesting. People interact with them every day. And I just feel like we're all just like, yeah, it's just a gas station. What about it? I'm like, there's so marketing, shelf space, crime, location. There's so many interesting things. And so with it being such a broad topic, we are just going to focus on Kwik Trip, that specific gas station. It's a gas station that I've found that they constantly, at all times of the day, I think they're open 24 hours. A lot of them are. They constantly have hot food, which is also what we're narrowing on today. Never Have I Ever gas station, subcategory Kwik Trip, subcategory hot food. If you look at their paperwork of the company, it is a convenience store that has gas. Kwik Trip is not the gas, but Kwik Trip is a gas station. It is like they're synonyms for the same word. Also, if you look at the history, Kwik Trip started as a convenience store, and then 5 years later is when they started selling gas. So that's why, chicken before the egg, gas before the Kwik Trip. Founded in 1965 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The headquarters are in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The headquarters sits on a 90-acre campus. They have a dairy there. They churn their own ice cream. They even make their own milk jugs. To put the milk. They make the milk jugs there. They prepare food like the salads and the sandwiches and the soups. And then they also have a distribution center as part of it. And they get all their food delivered out daily. So I read a fact that the Kwik Trip drivers drive 20 million miles a week. That's crazy considering they only have locations in like a handful of states. They make their own tobacco cigarette products. They have a food safety lab there. And they have an ice plant. I don't know what that are like. Is an ice plant like where they make ice? Is that what we're talking about? Like an ice factory? Kwik Trip does $4 billion in revenue across 858 locations. That's billion with a B. $billion. Huh? Which is interesting because Kwik Trip is a privately owned company, privately owned by one familia. Zetlow family. One of the founders, Don. Well, he was the last CEO and owner and he retired in 2023. Now his son Scott is the CEO, so they're keeping it in the family. Now Scott, did he have aspirations to run a gas station, essentially? I'm guessing not, because he had a career as a trauma surgeon. Up until last year. Then he hung up his medical instruments, took off his gloves, sewed up the bodies, and said, I will run a major gas station chain. How you gonna go to school, medical school, get a profession, make a bunch of money in your own right, and then your dad comes to you and he goes, like the mafia, listen, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. How about I double that salary? And every time you go get gas, you're just buying gas from yourself. How about that? What? Just switch careers. A little change up, a little switcheroo. He's going from making a lot of money to making a lot of money. I'm not worried about Scott. I thought these were in more places, but their locations are in Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin. And then in Illinois, Iowa, and South Dakota, they call them Kwik Stars. I don't know why they didn't just call them Kwik Trips when they expanded. Now, I have an inside source. I do. I scoped out a Kwik Trip yesterday as I'm looking at the hot stuff. What is going on here? My eyeballs are rolling on my head. My fan came up to me and she works there, and then her coworker also, they're both talking to me. Told her, I was like, I'm doing a video about Kwik Trip. I came in here to scope it out. And she was so nice. She was telling me, because I was like, I'm from Illinois. They don't really have this. She goes, they're expanding into Illinois this coming year. They're working on it. They have like yearly meetings, I guess, within the company. And it's been trickled down that they're like expanding into Illinois. So I have an inside source. Where else are you getting that kind of information from? The top selling product at Kwik Trips they're called Glazers. They're famous donuts. I think I've had these and I didn't even look at the box. They make 400 of these a minute. What? That's 2 million a week. Also, an employee came up with that name. The Glazers. The Glazer donuts. So if you've never been to a Kwik Trip, it's just a regular gas station. There's nothing crazy about it. I feel like most Kwik Trips are set up like this. You walk in and either the registers, like 3 registers, are either on the left or the right. In front of the registers, kind of forming aisles for people to check out, is always like fresh little bakery items. Kitty corner is going to be the hot bar. And then behind that along the wall is always the coffee, the fountain drinks. The other kitty corner of the baked goods is like this cold bar. They have, fruit in a cup, I think deviled eggs, whatever. Then beyond that is like aisles of chips and pop and soda. The workers a lot of the time say, see you next time. And it throws you off every time. You're like, okay, have a good one. I'm like, thank you too. Like, see you next time. And I'm like, are we friends now? You specifically, should I get your name on your name tag? What's that? Clara. Okay. It always throws me off, because how do you respond to a see you next time? I'm like, okay. Sure, don't do that. Don't say you'll see me next time. I got attachment issues. I feel like we got a thing going on. Oh, I need to know your work schedule. Hand it over. Oh, you don't work Tuesdays? I'm always out of gas on Tuesdays. That's crazy. Couple other fun facts. Kwik Trip, if you look at their Twitter, or whatever it's called, X now, whoever runs that Twitter account, they are quick-witted. They're snappy. I'll pull up a tweet they had the other day. It said, go ahead, park at the pumps. Stay toxic. When you park at the pumps, don't get gas and then go into the convenience store. Very funny gas station humor. I don't know if they still do. I didn't want to do more research. It was kind of creeping me out. They have a mascot called The Urge. And I guess it's just like a mouth, or it's a bird. It's probably the biggest misstep I've seen so far in their company and in their branding and in their marketing. But they can laugh about it. They were also joking on their social media. I pulled up another one. They were like joking about it. They're like, we don't need to talk about this. I've never worked at a gas station, but I've played a gas station worker in a trailer for a movie that my friends were trying to get funding for. My name in the movie was Debbie. We filmed in this gas station in Wisconsin, like literally in the middle of nowhere. The people who owned the gas station, they had recognized me. They were the nicest people ever. I was like, I'm gonna pretend that I work here, okay? They're like, go for it. You look like a natural. And they had a ferret picture of me, and there's like a ferret on my shoulder or something. Okay, that's all the fun facts. I really don't venture into the hot, like made to go items at a gas station. I'm not opposed to it. It's just not something I've ever partaken in. Getting hot food from a gas station to me feels like taking a shower at a car wash. Yes, the car wash does have soap and water and a hose and a drying mechanism. You could take a shower here. That's really not the intended purpose. It's not what everyone else is going there thinking they're gonna do. I feel like the hot food catches you off guard. You're like, wait, they have chicken here? Wait, they got taquitos ready to go? I'm gonna to go back to my car and get my wallet. I've always thought Kwik Trips were a very cleanly, well-kept gas station. I don't know, I just like have a good feeling about them, which is a great testament to them. It's not like you walk into a gas station in the middle of the night. It's not some guy named Johnny McLovin watching WWE on his phone with a finger up his nose and half his ass on the stool. And the register's just sitting open and he has no idea there's 3 kids stealing beer at the back cooler. There's always multiple people working at Kwik Trips and there's always one person coming in and out of the back attending to the hot food. If I'm gonna get a good experience out of gas station food and become a fan, I think this is the one we have to go for. I'm not a hater. With that being said, I'm wearing this blanket hoodie thing because I think gas stations are one of those places that they see you at your worst or your comfiest. Always a story to tell at the end of your shift. Who came in, what they bought, what was going on. Did you see that in the back of the parking lot? The headlights were down and something else was going down. That's crazy. So I'm dressing super comfy. Let's go get it. There's people in there all day picking up stuff. It felt like I was standing there with a bunch of vultures. There's so much stuff. She's like, oh yeah, and they can customize it. And there was only one hot dog on the roller. I got it. I heard someone yell, Parmesan wings coming out. I was like, I love Parmesan wings. Because she also told me they're doing a huge chicken push right now. I walked and they got chicken signs everywhere. Chicken pot pie. They got like chicken breasts, bone-in chicken, boneless chicken, chicken sandwiches. 7, 8, 9, 10 items. And it came out to $28.84. Let's start off with what, I don't know, maybe what should be the hottest item. Look at that. Kitchen cravings. Caution, very hot. It smells good. It don't feel very hot. They had soups there, like 5, 6 soups. Chicken noodle, a chili. They had a card for a mac and cheese. I didn't see a mac and cheese. They probably switch them out. Broccoli cheddar. This is like wild rice with chicken and vegetables. Looks pretty good. None of them were steaming hot, I don't think. I think she said they put out like the majority of the food at 10 a.m., like the breakfast and the lunch items. It's not hot, but it's warm. I feel like this is right on the cusp of the temperature that it's supposed to be kept at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily go home and like heat this up. But also, if you're eating this on the go, this is a good driving soup temp. You don't have to do like any of the as you're driving. Is there mushrooms in here? I think that was a mushroom. This is good and it's thick. Chunky monkey of a soup. This is mush and gush in the best sense of the word. I almost spilled that. Me eating soup in a blanket hoodie in my car in the woods. Oh, this tastes like homemade soup too. That tastes better than a can. Like that's some shit that your mom would make. Your grandma, your mima. Let's move on to the hot dog because it's most exposed to the elements. I didn't put anything on it. Is that what it smells? Why did I get hit with like warm sugar smell? Maybe it's the bun. Look at that. You can't even see the bun. That's how white the bread is. I can't eat that. Spoiler alert, something in this video gave me food poisoning. And we'll get to that later. I'll tell you the whole story about what happens after. But I couldn't have eaten that hot dog. I shouldn't have eaten that hot dog. Another spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure I got sick from the hot dog. But who knows, really, because I ate all this in such a small amount of time. I'm editing this video, and I'm still queasy looking back on the footage. Every single time in this video that I say something that foreshadows me getting food poisoning or something bad's about to happen to my stomach, I'm just gonna put it in this weird blockbuster color. You'll see it'll be like a green filter on the footage. Just so we can all see how many times while I was filming, I was foreshadowing my own demise. If you just look and listen, I predicted it the whole time. There's not a 5-second rule in the universe that could save that wiener, and it's been a good 15. Oh, I can see the dirt on it. This is the one thing I didn't want to eat. Let me just wipe this off real quick. In no good faith could I try this after being on the floor of my car, where my feet go, where dirt goes. I was trying to show you how cooked it is. What the hell is that? This was the last dog on the roller, and I think I must have been the 30th person to pass it up. Smells kind of mapley smoky. You know what? It's not gonna kill me. Let me just wipe my wiener down real quick. I'm just gonna try. It's not gonna kill me. Oh, no. This is absolutely disgusting. What else? What's the other option? Go get a new one? Or go rinse this off and then eat it? I just wiped it off a bunch. I can see a hair. Maybe I'll eat it from this end. Just a quick 1-2 of a bite and we'll be done. What kind of meat is that? Kind of tastes like a beef jerky hot dog. And I'm not upset. Is that a thing? Are beef jerky hot dogs a thing? They would 100% should be a thing. I didn't even read what it was. We're gonna totally blaze over the part where I just ate that, but that's worth trying. For purposes of seeing how big of an idiot I am, I'm gonna leave that clip in. For legal reasons, I'm gonna redact that statement. I'm never gonna tell nobody to try a Kwik Trip hot dog. You'll live if you don't try one. You might not live if you Yeah. Oh, okay, it keeps falling out the bun. We need a better system. Why don't they just put these in tin foil? I also didn't put anything on it. I could have like filled it up with like relish and whatnot. They had a bunch of breakfast stuff still. 3 meat breakfast sandwich. I think it's ham, bacon, and something else. I also was like, if this is made from the morning, it's probably the longest thing sitting there besides the hot dog. Ooh, what is this on a croissant? They had like pizza that you could take and bake there. And it was a croissant crust pizza. A breakfast pizza. Ham, bacon, cheese. Ooh, an egg. Like, not scrambled. Sausage. It smells good. I don't really like ham or a lot of fast food bacon, like I've said. Except it really do. Ew, kind of looks like a brain. This is grossing me out more than the hot dog. Yay! They're not even like bacon strips, they're like bacon circles. The ham looks decent. I've never said that before. Let's try it. 3 meat. I would never buy this. I just got a lot of the ham. I could see how it's working for somebody, but it's not my favorite thing. The sausage patty is like thin, but flavorful. You can tell like they put some spices in there. The bacon's actually not that bad. It looked horrible. The bacon has a smokiness to it. They really out here going like a jerky hot dog, a smoked bacon. Just like you gotta take some left and right turns to get into a Kwik Trip. They're taking some left and right turns with their food. And they're not hitting that many dead ends. They're pretty good. I can see the grease on my car. This is not the cutest looking sandwich to eat. The croissant just gets squished down immediately. Croissant-based breakfast sandwiches are the ugly breakfast sandwiches, and I stand by that. This is good. I would just take the ham off. It just don't fit with my aesthetic. So far, I'm still a fan of that, though. There's so many crumbs, and croissants are the, flakiest things. I feel like with the turnover in a gas station, like if people are already coming inside to pick up hot food, I feel like you would quickly learn what your least selling items are, and they quickly get rid of them. Let's try one of these. They have their own Instagram. My Tornadoes Instagram. Tornadoes, a whirlwind of flavor. My Tornadoes. I got 4 of them. Ooh, one of them was an egg roll. Because I just smelled that. I was like, why does that smell like vegetables? I got 4 tornadoes, 2 for my car and 2 for my baby. I got 4 tornadoes, 2 for now and 2 for later. Oh my gosh, they all smell so different. How is that possible? They're all on the same rollers. I can't find the Instagram, so I ain't got nowhere to submit my picture to. What you know about my Tornadoes? I don't know which one's which. This one looks red and spicy, so maybe we'll start there. These just look like real fat taquitos, though. I'm kind of excited. These are all like $1.69. This is the most crumbly food. Why? If I was a parent and I had 6 kids in the car and all of them wanted damn croissant sandwiches and tornado taquitos, I'd be like, you either have to eat them before we get in the car or we're gonna have to ride with your head out the window like the dog. I don't know which one this is. This is like the redder one of them all. Is it spicy? Figure out the flavor quick. Oh, it's spicy. Figure out the flavor. It's probably like a habanero. There's some type of cheese in there. There's no meat. God damn. It's like a buffalo chicken dip. It's like eating a fire stick. What? This is habanero cream cheese. That's why there's no meat. It's just a stick filled with hot cream cheese. Who would invent such a thing? Spicy cream cheese? Is that like a vegetarian option? You have to understand how confused I am when I didn't know which one it was. I was like, where's all the meat? It's a little gummy for my liking. I think even if these were like hotter, like hella fresh, not my favorite. I feel like the stick itself, not a lot of flavor. It's just the vehicle with which they wrapped it in. I love taquitos though. Like, even like the frozen ones from the... Ooh, taquitos all day. I'm washing that down with iced coffee. Who am I? But that's the type of combination you get at a gas station. Oh, I'm gonna eat my habanero cream cheese. I'm gonna wash it down with my coffee. Someone's like, I didn't even know we could make cream cheese spicy. I'm all over that. I think this might be the breakfast one. I think I got a bacon, egg, and cheese. There's a French toast and sausage one. You got a lot of combinations going on. Okay, look at that. Something in here tastes like it's not needed, even though there's like 4 ingredients. This one's kind of too plain Jane for me. Also, I brought these home and like, everything's kind of cold. I guess you have to eat it like there, or as you're driving to your house. I cannot tell if it's the egg in here, the sausage, or the sauce that it's in, which is literally all the ingredients. Something in here tastes like, I cannot explain. Where have I had this flavor before? Like a weird pre-made omelet from a hotel where you're like, oh, this was part of the continental breakfast. I see what we're doing here. Sure. Yeah. The smell is like burned into a memory. The spices on the meat, although it tastes like no spices at all, the pseudo spice on the meat. I hate that I have to keep eating it just to get the memory back. Oh, poor Christine. She has to keep eating it to get the memory. You know what I'm saying? If you want to like figure out the flavor profile, You know what it is? You know what it is? There is a hint of like a mix between the Lunchable salsa and like a school salsa, an off-brand salsa in there. Even though if there's not salsa in there, there's like a weird, they put a dice of some type of pepper, spice, tomato, whatever, something in there. The sausage tastes like you can get pre-made crumbled sausage in packs, like a Jimmy Dean sort of thing, and then that's what it tastes like. It has like, I don't know if it's like a preservative they use or what it is, but when you get like the pre-made crumbly sausage, my mom uses it sometimes in her breakfast. She hasn't in a while. That's why I was like, what is it? I don't know if they pre-crumble the sausage. But it's not the move. That one, I was kind of disappointed. I thought that one would be better. I feel like these are pre-made into like a batch or a mixture, and then they're putting these taquitos, and I don't know if they get crispy and like crackly on that roller, or they like pre-bake them and then that crisps them up. I don't know. These all taste like they're made in a big batch. They're decent, but I don't know. I just thought they would blow me away. You ever had a really good taquito, even the frozen ones, and you're like, damn, these are like crack. This is the type of snack that they would create a rehab for. They're like, you need to go weigh 47 taquitos in a sitting. We're either going to put you in an eating competition or in rehab, you know? Which one's this one? Let's round it out with another one. Now this one, what's this one? This is the Ranchero beef steak and cheese. This tastes the most like a taquito. Again, now that I've said that out loud, like the pre-made mixture and then they stuff them, and that's just how you have to make them, especially in big batches. I understand. I just don't like that they've almost, because they're in a mixture, the texture's like a paste. I like feel bad talking crap. I've come to befriend Kwik Trip. Yeah, can you see how it's like a paste? Like there's no separation of ingredients. Now, let's try and brainstorm with them. Kwik Trip, hit me up. Get my emails, my DMs. I know y'all on Twitter. The crispity, crunchy bread, this hollowed out thing. What could you put in there that would make them good? Immediately came to mind, you could do a peanut butter and jelly option. Usually do a dessert option. They don't have many hot desserts. Kwik Trip. Whoa, everyone just take They need to do hot desserts at Kwik Trip. Did they have a churro there? No. If they had like a churro, almost like a rolled crepe type of chocolatey cinnamon churro, Nutella, oh, that'd be so good. It could be a dessertinado. Okay, you guys, Scott, if you're watching, if you're sitting there playing Operation, watching YouTube because you miss your days as a trauma surgeon, make some dessert tornadoes. Yeah, just think about it. People come in for a late night snack, throw out a couple dessert tornadoes. People are going home happy. They work a hard day at work. People yelling at them and things exploding and breaking and shit just hitting the fan. And then they walk into your convenience store, Kwik Trip, been in the family forever, worth a crap ton of money, and they want to spend $3 on a dessertinado? Don't bring home your sweetheart a dozen flowers. Bring them home an assortment of dessertinados. Do they have dessert options? They already have everything else. You might as well just let me know. I'll just take a measly 40% of the profits, no big deal. And I definitely want the name Snaps on there. Maybe instead of the Instagram for the My Tornadoes, you just put my handle on there. We'll just pin this video at the top, this little clip, so everyone knows where the second generation of them came from. Okay, let's try I probably needed a fork for these. They're moving into chicken. I guess they have oh my god, they call it the Quickery. The Quickery. This is a little box of wings, boneless wings. They have garlic parmesan, which I love. I was going to wait for the garlic parmesan. I thought they were bringing out a whole tray, but they were literally just making it for that one guy. Therefore, you don't waste food. Therefore, you don't, they're hot and fresh. Barbecue boneless wings or sweet and spicy boneless wings. The only kind they had left were the sweet and spicy, which is fine with me. They smell kind of good. They don't look bad. Sweet and spicy. All right. This tastes like I've had it before. I don't know if it's because they were sitting on the warmer a long time or because by the time I drove home, which was like 7 minutes, a lot of the sauce has been soaked up into the wings. There's not a lot of loose sauce sitting around in here. Okay, they're a little spicy. But also it's sitting in this like paper. I didn't see it. I would either want like a little bit of this sauce on the side to maybe dunk it in, or nothing crazy. Just like have these in little packets on the side to add a little bit more. Because like obviously we can't cover and smother this in sauce. This isn't a paper container. The sauce would soak right through this. It's sitting on like this deli paper sort of thing. A little more sauce on these and a little less breading. They're very bread heavy. There's chicken in there, but like I feel like the butt ends of it are like heavy on the breading. Oh, they're fine. And do they not come in a plain option? Garlic, barbecue, sweet and spicy. They're giving me like leftover wings from last night vibe. They're okay. I thought they would be really good. Sorry, Kwik Trip. Sorry. Kwik Trip has good coffee. Is that a consolation prize? Okay, let's try the egg roll. The egg roll's not even on here as an option. I'm not sure the egg roll is tornado related. I could look it up. Also, I never just suggest that you eat 10 items worth of gas station food because I'm getting full. This is a pork and vegetable egg roll by the company MINH. Mihin. And it smells good. I love egg rolls. Don't let me down. Is this not a company? Can't you buy these frozen? Why out of all of their roller food do they just have like a random egg roll in the mix? Tastes just like when I make them at home. It's not blowing me away. I've had probably a better egg roll. I wonder why they have that. That one felt like a 3-point turn. We just weren't. Oh, should we do egg rolls? Well, should we just make them ourselves? Should we buy them off the thing? I don't know. I wonder if those are popular. Kind of makes me want Chinese food, and I've never left a gas station thinking, oh, I want to go get some Chinese food. This is an orange box, but it's got the same concept of the wings. You could either get mozzarella sticks, potato wedges, mini beef tacos, which I got the tacos. I love a good little mini taco. I know you can get these like at the grocery store frozen, but they make them obviously because it's got their Quickery logo on it. Ooh, these smell good. Ooh, they're a little baked. Okay. Whatever the stuffing is, I wish I had more. And whatever part of the stuffing like oozed out on the side got burnt. It burnt the damn molecular liquid out of this thing. These are too close together. That's how much filling's in there, it feels like. And then the filling that did come out on the sides, it crisped. You can like see the air bubble pockets in there because it's like starting to separate back up. Okay, those are a little burnt. God, if those were just stuffed a little bit more, not baked so long. Be pretty good. That tastes like something your mom pulled out of the oven that she baked too long because she forgot about it after a long day at work and she's already in a bad mood. We'll eat the damn tacos. You got any sauce to cover these? I'm gonna start rubbing an ice cube on one of these, try and get some of the moisture back in it. If I just eat around the parts that are burnt, that's a task in itself. I'm just gonna take the middle part of this one. The meat mixture, whatever the meat mixture is something. The meat mixture is not bad. Just when it's burnt, it's burnt. Yeah, if you want to eat these and just get a third of the product, that's fine. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to sound like I'm chewing a bag of potato chips. When did they start putting Lay's Ruffle chips in the tacos? They didn't. They also stopped putting the moisture. Okay, that's it. Wow, I feel bad. I got a mixture of things I've never tried, never wanted to try, and stuff like I thought would be good. I thought the tacos would be good. I thought the tornadoes would be really good. I didn't love any of it. And I feel bad. The soup's really good. That's like saying like you're really good at signing your signature on your art. I'm telling you right now, they were busy. I was standing in a line with 5 other people and we were all trying to read all the labels and figure out what we were going to pick. I know people are eating this food and they like it. So this is just my opinion. I think I talked it up too much. I think I was going to be wowed, blown away. That's okay if I don't like the hot food. I really like their coffee. I sometimes get like their muffins. Their pizzas are good. We've gotten their pizzas. Will I, going forth, try other gas station food? Maybe if I'm feeling like it, if I'm in the mood, if I'm with you guys, if I'm filming a video, maybe I'll go in and I'll get that hot dog. Absolutely fucking not. I shouldn't feel bad. It's my opinion. It's my taste buds. Like, what are you gonna do? I love the vibe of the place. I feel like I'm breaking up with Kwik Trip. Kwik Trip. Maybe we won't date, Kwik Trip. Maybe we're not supposed to be in a long-term relationship, but I love you from a distance. And I appreciate what you're doing, and I wish the best for you. After giving me food poisoning, Kwik Trip, we're definitely broken up. A little constructive criticism never hurt nobody, okay? We're breaking up, but I'd like to remain friends. This can be an amicable split. To be honest, I'm just breaking up with the hot food section. Just like how your workers say to me, I'll see you later. I will see you later. Don't you worry about us. We're going to be just fine. All right, comment down below, like I said, if you like gas station hot food. If you've been to Kwik Trip, what do you like? What do you don't like? Would you try any of this? Let me know. Comment down below anything you want, really. It's such a broad topic. Comment down below your weirdest breakup. I don't know. Let me know. Please like, subscribe. I do these videos often. I got other series on here. Tell me where I should go next. But if I got to break up with one more company, I feel like we got to meet on Pump 7 and give each other boxes of our stuff back. I'll be like, here's a gift card I found. And they're like, oh, here's a pin that says see you later. Well, here's some reward points. I guess I'll give you those back. I actually kind of got you banned from the store for a hot minute, but we're fine. We're all good. You can come back in anytime you want. I just get to throw this stuff away and I'm just going to go right into my house and lay down in my little hoodie snuggie and take a little food coma nap. Oh, that's cute. I thought the rest of the day was just going to be me just relaxing at a cabin in the woods, maybe reading a book. Here's what happened. I filmed that video, then I went to the cabin, and I started reading a book. The beginning of the book is about this wedding party that gets food poisoning. What are the odds? What are the chances? I start reading this book. I'm really into it. I look at the clock, and I'm like, oh, I should actually go get dinner. This is hours later. I should go get dinner because otherwise every place in town is going to close and I'm not going to be able to get dinner for the night. And I'm going to have to go back to a place like a gas station and get food and like chips or whatever I could find. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not really hungry. I kind of feel full and I didn't eat enough food that day for me to still be full. First clue. Second clue, I just keep reading my book. Okay, well, I'll just try and read this book. I'm going to try and finish it. 400 pages, easy breezy. It's a little rom-com. I'll read right through it. Towards the end of the book, I started getting like a weird cramp. Not a cramp. It just felt like a weird knot in my stomach. Something I usually don't get from eating or just in general. I finished the book, and they lived happily ever after. Within the next half hour, shitting my pants. Multiple times, like clockwork. Then I start throwing up. Then I start throwing up and pooping my pants at the same time. Here we go, let's dive deep. You know when you pack for a trip and you go, I don't need 7 pairs of underwear for a 2-day trip? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This was the type of trip. When something unexpected happens like this is what, listen, liquid and whatever I ate just coming out of both ends. We had limited water there, and I kept passing out. Not literally, but I kept like falling back into sleep. I would like move, fall back asleep, move, fall back asleep. It took me a day and a half to even get enough strength to then drive to the nearest gas station, a Kwik Trip again, just to get water and Gatorade and peanut butter crackers. So I had food poisoning for like a solid 36 hours, and then I had to drive home, and I had bubble guts. Not fun. I had bubble guts for like the next 3 days, and I was even nauseous at work the next day. Yeah, I got food poisoning, and I'm almost 99% sure it's from the gas station food from that video, because just the timeline. I really hadn't eaten anything else that day. Coffee is never out of the ordinary for me. Just the way that it unfolded, it had to be something from that video. I'm gonna say it's the hot dog. Now I will take some of the responsibility, because when I get like in the filming mode, I just treat the food as props. I was just looking at I was looking at the hot dog being like, this is a prop, I have to use the prop, moving on to the next thing. I've never had food poisoning. I'm not thinking one bite of anything is gonna make me sick. That hot dog looked bad. I literally say, like, it looks overcooked. It tastes like beef jerky hot dog. It's like so done. It's been on the roller too long. Someone should have thrown it away. Good reminder. Need to take a step back and be like, hey, food safety. Use common sense. It's not just a prop. It's something that's going into your body that you have to digest. Okay? And unless you have the next 48 hours free, let's put our thinking caps on a little tighter next time. Okay? But it's fine. It's fine. So technically, this Never Have I Ever was for 2 things. Gas station food and food poisoning. Cross those both off the list. I guess I could eat the rest of the soup since I liked it so much. I'm all alone. Whoever makes the soup needs a raise.